So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is what so many people are upset about, and that is the fact that Xbox Game Pass is increasing literally like double. I think it went from $15 to $30 a month. It may have been 20. I might be exaggerating a little bit.
No, it was like 15. It was on the cheaper side.
Yeah. So before we get into the actual article of the whole thing, I pulled up Microsoft to see what they had to say about this, right? And basically, it's a bunch of corporate talk for like, it's going to be more expensive because it's going to be so much better of a product. And
No, it's not. It's going to be the same.
It's yes and no.
And they took the DLCs away, what I heard.
Yeah, that's true. They did take some of the DLCs. So I am no corporate shill, but I will do, like, I'm not going to just sit here and say every bit of it's bad. I will say that like 80% of it's bad and like try and hone in on that 20%, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to be fair and just honest. Were you about to say something?
No. I mean, like you kind of dig in a little deeper than most people. I'm very reactionary. I'm very much like, I don't give a shit. Why? I don't want to pay that much more.
Which I understand that, but also when it comes to how like the world is functioning right now, I want to bring some semblance of rationalization to anything. So here is what Xbox, and if somebody clips just the beginning of this video, it's going to make me seem like I'm getting paid by big Xbox. So their justification is that, yes, there's one that this is what they are saying. I cannot stress this enough. This is Xbox's argument. They are saying that having the higher price is enabling them to continue having like the brand new Halo and the craziest new things, right? But not everybody necessarily wants the craziest new thing. So for them to be able to continue to provide the brand newest of the new games, you're paying $30 a month and you will get tons and tons and tons of stuff, including day one stuff.
Yeah.
The issue is, the problem is that, and I can't remember who said this, I wish I could credit them, but the same sentiment applies here. You can't charge for what was once free. Have you ever heard that before?
Yeah. Yes.
So if you have a series that's like super fun and everybody loves it on YouTube, and now suddenly you got to pay $5 because it's a member thing, everyone's going to be pissed off. You have to do brand new things that cost something new, right? So the fact that people did get the new Halo or did get the new games at the 15 is why this is a problem from a marketing standpoint. So that's basically my overarching perspective of the whole thing. Is like, I understand what the company is trying to say. They, one, did it wrong, and two, people don't give a shit because from the outside looking in, you're getting less for the same price.
Yeah.
Like, what they should have done is added some new feature. Go ahead.
I'm saying, well, if you see what Wolves is saying, like, he's not happy. He looks like he downgraded his Multiverse Premium just to keep the site, the price the same, and they crashed the cancel page.
Yeah.
Like, that's, it's not a good sign when your servers can't handle the amount of people that are like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah, it's the opposite of Silksong. Like, Silksong did so good it crashed 2 websites. Xbox has made so many people upset that they're leaving, right? But here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you're looking at these 3, right, and you're just being honest, you're looking at these 3 and you're like, okay, say I have never heard of Xbox, but I want to get into gaming, and I'm looking at these options and I'm like, 50 plus games for $10.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And then it's like, oh, for an extra $5, I get 150 games. And normally it gets cheaper. Like, you get a small drink at McDonald's, it's $1. The medium is $1.20, but you're getting substantially more with each upgrade. So to get an additional 200 games, you're paying double instead of like a smaller increase. Like, even from a marketing perspective, it would have made more sense to me if it was literally like 10, 20, 30, or like 15, 25, 30 or something. Like, they made the gap too big in the wrong
in their
place.
mind. In their mind, though, they're like, well, it's an extra 200 games.
Right, but it's 150 games between 50 and 200, and it's $5 more. So by their own logic, they're not keeping it proportional. Yeah, exactly, Wolves. Even 25 would have been better.
Yeah, 25 would have been great.
I mean, it still would have been bad because you're still expected to pay more. Because I guess, Wolves, while I'm chatting about this, can you let us know between the $15 that you're paying now, literally what the difference is between what you're getting now and what you were getting? Because their whole thing is like the Ultimate has the 75 day one games a year. Okay, cool. Ubisoft Classics. Who gives a fuck about Ubisoft? Are we all done with Ubisoft? Like, cool.
Included Fortnite Crew coming in November.
Ooh, great, cool. This is going to be great for all the children buying this with their like parents' credit card. Yeah. Unlimited cloud gaming. Is that enough of a feature to be a selling point? Like, how many people actually capitalize on the cloud gaming aspect of it?
I mean,
you know?
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's worth it at all. But then there's also other things, including Riot Games. Like, that's not specific enough. Like, a lot of this is not targeting a wide enough player base. Yeah, because, also, say there's 75 of the day one games come out. You're not going to be excited about. You'll be excited, what, 3 a year?
Right. Maybe. To me, the day one releases could still be worth it, because Wolves brought this up a long time ago, where it would be smart for us to get Game Pass. This was before the price increase and stuff. It would be smart for us to get the Game Pass, because instead of buying a $60 game every 2 weeks or whatever, even if you don't give a shit about the game, you've got it on Game Pass and we could stream it, you know?
True.
But at $30, if you're looking at the grand scheme of things, if you're trying real hard to be big picture and not be just shitty about it, if I wanted to try and be as objective as I possibly could, you're still only paying $30 a month if you were gonna buy the games anyway. That's where they're trying to keep people. They're trying to keep people that are going to be mad. However, like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous, this is so stupid, I'm paying double. And then you pull up and you're about to cancel and you see your catalog and you're like, man, if I bought Halo, the new Gears of War, and whatever, I would have been out $120 this month. You know, it's still $30 compared to buying a brand new game that's prices are increasing to $70 or $80 a pop anyway. So, like, they are literally grabbing you by the balls and just being like, are you upset? And then they squeeze a little bit and you're like, wow, this is better than getting them kicked. Like, that's what they're doing. Like, that shit drives me crazy. It's like a fucked up hostage situation.
Well, then we have an example in-house right here. Wolves has less day one premium. Right. You get less game points, which you can trade for gift cards, but there's other ways to get game points. And the Ultimate is supposed to stream at higher res.
Oh, okay. So if you want to look, you can play the games, but it's not going to be that good. Like,
yeah, I mean, it would be like the difference between your camera and my camera.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, we got to get one of those cameras, but I'm looking at this and I'm like, I'm sick.
It also, we also got to figure out a better way to capture you, because you look better on Discord, but capturing it and blowing it up is, I think, what's distorting it a little bit too.
Well, you can zoom on that camera, right?
On the OBS one? Yes.
Yeah, that'll help a lot.
Yep. And then play and earn up to $100 a year in store, like rewards. That's cool. I guess you can recoup 2.5, 3, I guess 3 1/3, you know?
Yeah, but that's if you're doing the specific things to get. I don't know enough like what's actually like involved in this, but it definitely feels like it's advertising poorly for marketing being poorly, and also that it's like not necessarily what it is.
Yeah, well, that Wolves, another great point by Wolves. You get overwhelmed with choice anyway. So yeah, it's great that you have 400 plus games. You're playing like 3 or 4 of them. You're only hoping to save on the newest stuff.
Yeah. I mean, like, so I have the PlayStation Pass, which I think it's, I don't know, it's so I can play online in it, but then it comes with all the games. And that's been nice because there's like a lot of games that I have zero interest in, but then Aaron can play it 'cause, you know, it's there.
Sure.
Like, it's not bad to have that many games options, but it's definitely not a sway point on me to go $30 a month. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yep. A couple of other points to kind of justify why you would stick with the Ultimate. Xbox is moving more and more towards like basically just making a PC with an Xbox logo on it. You know, like they've basically said their next Xbox console is going to be a pre-built computer just with Microsoft and Xbox software in it to make those games run better. Yeah. So by that logic, I already have a computer and you have a computer that can play Xbox games because they are integrating everything into just the Microsoft store. So if I don't want to buy an Xbox, but I want access to all the Xbox games, this would be better than buying them on Steam if you've already got a PC. This wouldn't justify buying a PC. So are they hoping to just capture a huge portion of the PC market? And they're saying like, sorry to all our loyal like fans that buy every Xbox, but if you already own a PC, I can see where this is worth it. You know? But that's it. That's really it. Like they're really niching down their own market in a weird way.
They are. And then Wolves brings up another good. Wolves coming in with all the good points. He's like, it's more expensive than the other service he has. And yeah, that's true. I don't want to see this become
the
standard point where it's like, oh yeah, well, $30 is fine.
Yeah.
It's why a lot of people are like piracy's starting to soar again because the
but not Silk Song.
But not Silksong. They will jump you.
They will. Yeah.
They'll get you.
But yeah. So this is from the perspective of like Xbox, like what they're saying and how they're justifying it. And of course, they're saying all the stupid ass like, oh, just think about it. If you do the math, 75 brand new games is going to be thousands of dollars. And it's like, sure.
Yeah. Well, hang on. If you hold on, and the games they're listing, if you want to go back up to the article, the games they're listing: Black Ops 7, which I wouldn't buy; High on Life 2, I wouldn't buy. I mean, sure,
I don't even know
it
what that
looks fun, but it's the one like voiced by Justin Roiland, or it's like the gun's alive.
Oh, okay, I heard about that. Yeah. Okay.
Keeper, no. Ninja Gaiden 4, maybe. That's only because I played the first, like it when growing up. But
that would be one I would be interested in. You know.
Yeah. Blueprints, you can get that free on play, but Claire Obscura did buy that. Hollow Knight Silk Song. All right. I mean, it's not enough to justify it.
But Hollow Knight Silk Song, $20.
Yeah, they really lump that in there. They're like, his name is great.
Yeah. So
but the prices, don't mention it.
Here's the funny thing. This list of games, right? Just going from first to last, right? Call of Duty, bam, no. High on Life, bam, no. Keeper, never even heard of it. Ninja Gaiden,
Keeper,
maybe.
More like Miss Me.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden, maybe. Outer Worlds, I know Macy's going to get that. She loved the first one, so sure. I guess by technicality, I'm getting that one, right?
Yeah.
And then Expedition 33, definitely bought that under $60. Indie game. Hollow Knight, $20. So even if it wasn't for my fiance, just immediately go into a tangent. If it wasn't for
these women costing me money. Also, if you read the wording, these join a growing library of more than 400 games playable on Xbox console. That means it's not even day one, like new games. It's just games that are available on these platforms.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Correct. Yeah. So. Even if we're going as conservative as possible, Expedition 33 and Hollow Knight, I bought both of those. That's $70, so 2 months of Game Pass, you know?
Yeah.
Which at some point, I would love to have a discussion on how we think Game of the Year is going to go, because if it's almost entirely indie games, I would be so happy. I would be so happy.
And scroll back up to the pricing.
Yeah.
Because the pricing makes me curious if that's the $12 a month Okay, so I don't know if that's the $30 a month if you paid month by month, or if that's the breakdown per month if you buy the year of it.
No, that is the month. Like if you do month by month. If I remember correctly, a lot of these a lot of these companies were going to go away from the annual discount.
Because we hate people saving money. Give us the dollars.
Well, they just
Give us all your gifts.
they just finally got tired of lying that it's a discount, you know, like,
yeah.
But yeah, so this is Xbox perspective. Yeah, I love how we're also welcoming major additions to the Ultimate Experience starting November 18th. Fortnite Crew, which by the way, just so you know, is an $11.99 a month value. Bullshit. You're adding $11.99 a month to a free game. Eat my ass. Like it's like that's not. No.
Looking at what is in the Crew pack. Full Battle Pass, OG Pass, Lego Pass, Music. Oh my god, I haven't played Fortnite in so long. That's an insane amount of stuff. I'm like, what is this?
I played it like the first week it was out, and that was it. 1,000 V-Bucks a month. Isn't that the $10 right there? This $11.99 is just all V-Bucks.
It's $12. Yeah, it's $12, but you get 1,000 V-Bucks. And but then it also gets you. That's interesting. That's an interesting model.
Yeah.
Because you get, for $12, you get $10, but then you don't have to buy the Battle Pass. You don't have to get the OG Pass, the Lego Pass, or the Music Pass. I don't know what any of those are. I don't know what the value on those are. But that's a $12 value. That's a $2 value. That's included in the $30 value.
Here's my speculation, okay? And I don't know if smarter people have said this or dumber people. I don't know. I'm somewhere in the middle, I hope. I think Xbox has truly just given up on selling games. They do not give a shit about selling games. It's all like they're just trying to become the Netflix of streaming games. That's what they're doing because they've given up on trying to do the console war. They're just like, we're building computers now. Eat shit and buy a PlayStation. We don't give a fuck anymore. So one, they just came out with their portable, which do you know much about that?
Not at the moment.
So I bought a PlayStation Portable. I was one of those people. Call me dumb. A lot of people shit on it real hard. I love it. PlayStation Portable was $200.
Okay.
All it does is it basically lets you stream onto a handheld. So I can go turn on my PlayStation and then turn on
my Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I'm going to start thinking of the economy. Is like how many Xbox Game Pass months is this?
How many Xbox Game Passes do you have left on your house?
Right. So you turn on the PlayStation, you turn on the portable, and then as long as your PlayStation's on, it'll just stream whatever would go to the screen on your TV just to the handheld instead. I thought it was totally worth it because I can watch anime and play Clay Obscure or Death Stranding. You know? Awesome. Love it. That's why I love the Switch so much.
Busted Grumpy while playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater Remake.
Yeah. So Xbox announced their handheld. It's $800. Yeah.
No,
we didn't hear any of those laughs, by the way. That was just you open mouth just
yeah. I was opening my mouth for Xbox's Microsoft put their wiener in my mouth. So.
Yeah. Just the mic peaking when you laugh is so funny to see.
Is it every laugh? So you haven't heard me laugh once?
No, not one time.
It's just like your stand-up.
Well, okay, all right, and you're out of here. Banned. So there's that. Now, with that being said, now that I got the shock value out of the way of the dollar amount, it is different. The Xbox handheld is essentially a Stream Deck where it is a handheld laptop. So you are basically buying a whole independent console. You can buy the Xbox Game Pass or the Xbox Game, whatever. I don't even know what it's called, the handheld. And you, as long as you have this new Game Pass, can play any Xbox game on this handheld. So it is its own independent functioning console that they announced will also have access to your Steam library.
I think the thing about Microsoft not caring about the console war, I think also adds into it is they get money for every Microsoft license. They don't care.
Exactly. They are literally, it's a software company, not a game company.
Yeah. Like
So-
McDonald's is a real estate company.
Right, or Little Caesars is a trucking company. We could go
They are,
real
but they
down the
are.
rabbit hole. They are, yeah.
They are. Those are what they are. It's crazy. I watched the founder.
Wolves chimed in again. He said Fortnite is on life support. They are desperately trying to save it. Which the game's been out for how long? I mean, what can you do? I mean, come on. Like, let's just be reasonable with it.
But it's an interesting, like, week because it was huge. It was the hugest game.
Yeah.
Right? And then now, no. Now, like, it's fine. Like, what are the kids playing these days now? Roblox? This is a legitimate question.
I'm not 100% sure. I know Roblox is always going to be popular because of child labor, and a word that I'm not going to say. It's like they got a real problem with two old people talking to two young people. If you catch my drift.
That reminds me. It's going to be like the days of old school AOL chat where you're like, I'm a girl, and you're like, ooh, I'm talking to a girl, and it's just two non-girls trying to, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. What is it? Age, sex, location? Wasn't that the thing?
Yeah, ASL.
Yep, ASL. That's a twerp song. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Very funny. But yeah. So Microsoft, I don't know. This could be a 4D chess move, where it's like, oh my gosh, since they got out of this so quickly, they are now the standard because everything has to go this way now. You know.
Sorry, I got a pop up. Wolves said the word. We were dancing around, and I got a moderator pop up, and he's like, "Hey, is this bullying?"
Yeah.
Like, no, man, he's good.
No, they have that problem. Like that's
Okay. Roblox got sued, and they definitely have the that other issue.
Yeah.
Thanks, the internet, for not allowing us to discuss these things.
Right. And here's the thing. We won't say the word. All I'm going to say is that Chris Hansen's making a documentary about Roblox. Done.
Is he really?
Yes, he is. Subject complete. Everybody knows what we're talking about now. But yeah, this very
in the
well.
old days, Shaq would have helped catch. That's for me. I'm the only one who's going to be like, that makes sense. That tracks. Shaq in the chat room. Got it.
But yeah, so this could be 4D chess, where Microsoft got out of the game, the console, the gaming stuff early enough to where now they are the industry standard because everything is moving this way. Or they're just fine with where they are in the market because it's Microsoft. It's not a gaming company.
Yeah. I bet they're more okay with what's going on and seeing in the market. They're like, yeah, we could make money, but we won't make as much. People aren't buying both consoles anymore, so they're choosing.
Well, yeah, because your console prices went up by $200 a fucking pop. It's like, no wonder.
Yeah.
You mean my groceries are higher also? It's like, it just pisses me off. It's like,
it's pretty simple. If you just don't eat this week, you can wait another week. Yeah, you got to wait a couple weeks actually to get the new.
And man, don't get me wrong. I love PlayStation games. Like PlayStation for many years has been my go-to when it comes to games and stuff. But they're just as bad, if not worse, when it comes to this type of shit.
Yeah. Were you growing up? Were you a Xbox or a Nintendo or a PlayStation boy?
I went back and forth. My first ever console was a Super Nintendo. There was a hand-me-down from a relative that got the Nintendo 64.
What was the first one you bought? I guess I should ask.
That's first console. Indicator. Oh, the first console I ever purchased myself, not like got it for Christmas or anything. You know, because like I didn't buy a console until I was in high school.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I asked. Gotcha. That is the question.
So the first console I ever purchased was an Xbox 360.
Okay.
That being said, I had a Nintendo, a Game Boy, a PlayStation 1, 2, and a regular Xbox. I always liked PlayStation more. But all my friends, because the multiplayer experience was better, played Xbox. So Xbox, Xbox 360, and Xbox One, hardcore Xbox fan. Starting with the PlayStation 4, hard pivot into PlayStation because the games were just so much better. Because I like single player stuff. But yeah. So what about you? What was the first console you purchased?
Not answering that. That's private.
Okay. All right. What was it? Are you a Fed?
Yeah, it was the Sega Dream Launcher or whatever. No, the first one I ever bought was a Nintendo 64, but that was when PlayStation was. I think PlayStation 2 was out. I was poor, so there's a really weird gap that I finally bought it, but it was PlayStation, and then I switched to Xbox for a while, and then back to PlayStation.
Yeah. Well, if I made a list of based on nostalgia or what I've had, not modern, of my top 5 favorite games of all time, I think 3 of them would be PlayStation, 1 would be Nintendo, and 1 would be Xbox, you know? When it comes to the actual games, I always liked PlayStation games better, but Xbox always had better multiplayer. Which, when you're in high school, you want to play with your friends. So you buy the console that all your friends have.
Yeah, I mean, I still want to play with my friends, but we don't play the same games.
Yeah, not anymore.